What's going on, YouTube? Welcome back to another episode of Financial Freedom Builders, where every conversation moves you one decision closer to financial freedom. Haven't already, hit the like button, subscribe to the page, top comment below, get your access into Freedom Builders Academy. We've had a great influx of folks recently coming in, very happy with their experience. And I'm telling you, it's a life-changing opportunity for you to do something different for you and your family. I'm here in my car. Of course, I'm not in my usual digs. And so I just want to get this video out. Very important, because tomorrow is going to be a very interesting moment in the market. As we've seen the last few days, the S&P 500 has closed lower the last 2 trading days. The S&P 500 has also closed lower the last 3 weeks. So we have seen a continual downtrend in this market, and we're getting to a pivotal point as early as tomorrow that the market is going to tell us where it potentially may want to go next. There are various things we're going to talk about in this video that you're going to want to be sure that you fully understand what we're saying here, because what happens next could be an opportunity for you to make some serious money, or you could take a serious setback in your investing journey. First thing I want to make note is that, of course, we have this war with Iran raging on. And it appears, although it's not being publicly portrayed to us, that the president, Donald Trump, doesn't have full control of this story as he normally does with narratives he runs. There was a bombing that occurred in Iran, that started a catalyst that led to Iran retaliating and then burning a huge gas component in the country of Qatar. Okay, that is something Donald Trump does not want to see, because since then, oil shot up aggressively, and he has basically disassociated himself from that attack that Israel did with Iran. So that gives me indication that he's not in full control of the situation, and he wants this to end quickly, because the longer this spirals, the worse it is for the U.S. economy and for the voters coming up at the midterm elections. In the last video, which I will leave right here, I talked about how we need this war to end as soon as possible, because the longer this lingers, this is bad news for the Republican Party that's trying to reclaim seats at the upcoming midterm elections. So he is against the clock, and he's in the middle of a mess right now currently in Iran. So the market sees that uncertainty. In addition to that, we see inflation continuing to rise. We had the Federal Reserve that came out on Wednesday that made an update in regards to what they foresee going on with the economy. And so what they saw was, they see that there is an increase in inflation currently happening with the economy, and that there is no foresight left right now currently showing that there's going to be interest rate cuts happening at least until maybe Q4 of this year. So the market also didn't like that. In addition, a lot of these earnings continue to show, yes, there's growth, but there is uncertainty in the headwinds. So all of these things is leading to the moment right now where we see that the S&P 500 is flirting with the 200-day moving average. But it's not just the S&P 500. The following companies have either touched, are just above, or have already gone below the 200-day moving average. Tesla, Nvidia, Meta, Apple, Microsoft. And there are so many other companies right now at a very important inflection point. So the economy is basically saying, what is going to happen with this war? Because if it goes further, we're going under. Tesla has already started the party. Tesla has already gone below the 200-day moving average, which is already an indicator that it's going to go on a journey. And for those that are looking to take advantage of that opportunity with Tesla, it's going to be a great buying opportunity. Although it's not financial advice, and this video is only for education and entertainment purposes only. Now, what is the saving grace with this market? There are 2 catalysts in the short term that could be a saving grace. One we already talked about, which is that if the war ends, we will see a relief bounce very aggressively that will go back to test a few of these levels: 666, 669, 671, 675, 677, 681, 685, 692. All of these levels could be retouched, potentially, if this war can at least be completely eradicated and finished. But the second catalyst is that on the fear and greed index, we are right now currently in extreme fear in the fear and greed index. And normally, when we're in extreme fear, at the minimum, there is at least a relief bounce coming. So I wouldn't necessarily fret yet. However, if the market says we're not taking any chances going into next week with this war raging on, tomorrow, March 20th, we could see a flush down at the end of the trading sector tomorrow in the stock market. And if so, we may see the SPY as low as 646 tomorrow and then gaps down further Monday morning. So tomorrow will be a very critical day. As it pertains to HIMS, I know we've been following HIMS. HIMS has closed lower for the second consecutive day. If we see a close below $22.50, HIMS is more than likely going to fill a gap at $19. So if there's a flush down tomorrow in HIMS, don't be surprised if we gap down on Monday or Tuesday to $19. This is all not fear-mongering and the world's going to fall. This is just understanding where we are in the market and how to take advantage of these opportunities. And if you want to learn the mechanics of how to use this information to turn around and make exponential gains, Top Comment gives you Freedom Builders Academy. It will give you everything you need on your way out. Be sure to like this video, share it with somebody you know, and we'll talk to you on the next one.